It's bright and early in the morning. Checked my messages and I saw that someone was interested in working with me. So I got back to them, even though right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still in the middle of training some team members to handle more client work so I can continue expanding the amount of clients I take on. But I was just messaging this guy just to see what's up. He had a really high volume of content that he needed help with, management and creation. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, let me talk to this guy, see what's up. Everything was going well until he hit me with his budget. And first of all, when we originally spoke, when I hit him up, right, on Upwork, minimum for his budget, I was okay with, right, for the project. However, he just hit me with way below what it said on the minimum on the project description. So way below. I tried breaking down the numbers to him, respectfully, of course. I wasn't trying to be passive aggressive. I was just trying to be like, hey, look, with what you're trying to pay me, I'd be making less than minimum wage. I hope that didn't come off as me being a smart or anything. And I just thought that was kind of funny. I mean, hey, it's all good though. That's the thing. Maybe a year ago, maybe not even a year ago, actually, 4 months ago, if this dude hit me up, I would have 100% jumped on this opportunity to help build my portfolio, to help stress test my team and my workflow. But yeah, now it's if this doesn't work out, I know we'll have plenty of more people to reach out to. Let me show you some stats so far. By the way, guys, quality control. Quality control is number one. Look, if you are training someone and someone's a new hire, you absolutely have to make sure for the first week or first 2 weeks, you're double checking everything that they do. And it's just really, really aggressive one-on-one revisions, or not, if not revisions, I just mean corrections and updating them on what the right way or how the right way to approach a certain situation is. For example, right here, it's just a Google sheet that I made to track people that that my outreach guy is reaching out to. He's very, very new at this. In my head, I created this system, so I know exactly what to look out for. But here's what's really neat. I mean, hopefully you can just see there's a lot of red here. Red means the person that they wanted to reach out to for some reason did not qualify. So you can see there's a lot of red. This is yesterday, I believe, or no, 3 days ago. And then there's less red in this section. And then you go one more day, there's less red in this section. Yeah, and then when you go all the way up, you can see this one is last night's list that we kind of went over and reviewed together. There's barely any red. Only one of them are red. So it's 90% of these were great. So it's really awesome to see this improvement and to see that their mind is aligning with what I would do and how I would make decisions. So it's really cool to see that. Just curious, if that guy wanted to work together with the rate and stuff that he proposed, he'd be a $2,000 a month client. You would think it's a lot. With the amount of work that he needs, $2,000 is not a lot. There's no margin for profit there at all. If you are a beginner, take that opportunity. But the fact that it's I just don't have a reason to accept that when I know someone else who, can not only afford my rate, but comfortably pay even higher than my rate is probably around the corner. All right, I'm gonna go start my day. Guys, I have an update. I have entered negotiations with this potential client. What they pitched me was pretty much less than minimum wage when you did the math. And what I pitched them was a little bit above minimum wage for this specific scenario, since it's such a low budget client. And also, it's very high volume and it seems to be quite simple work, to be honest. I'd be more so just managing the project. Actually, not even that. I'd have my project manager manage the project. I could take on this client and I probably wouldn't be too involved with their content. So that's why I would be okay with slightly above minimum wage, because I still get enough profits there. And at least, in my opinion, I still consider myself kind of a beginner agency. My portfolio isn't crazy stacked. It really isn't. So, if this dude has a high volume of content, has a cool channel, and it can help the portfolio out as well, I'm okay with taking that, temporary L. OMG, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the bev. It is getting hot in the negotiation room. It feels like it's the 1930s in New York City on a hot summer day with no air conditioning. Everyone's sweating. We got everyone in suits. He's typing right now. Oh, he stopped typing. Oh, he's typing again. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very, very intense. It is 7:20. I haven't even gotten coffee yet, but I feel like I'm off of caffeine just because of the adrenaline that I'm feeling right now. Some clients I have, they pay flat fee, but some of them are not monthly. Some of them are hourly. And the reason I do hours is because, bro, sometimes when you're starting a project, they'll say oh, it should roughly take this many hours, which is why it should be this flat fee. But then when you start working together, it's bro, it's taking me double the hours that you told me it would take. So that's why I was for a lot of clients, I do hourly right now. And a lot of people be don't charge hourly. But it's worked for me, man. So like, honestly, guys, like, I think it's very helpful to listen to people who are more successful than you and who have accomplished things that you're trying to accomplish. You still want to try out your own thing, man, because you never know what you can make work. If I never tried this hourly contract type thing, my agency would be screwed, absolutely screwed. I mean, I don't know how I would be able to make profit. Like right now, I'm like comfortably making profit, and I'm not stressed about client work or like doing additional work for clients or anything, because I know that if we're doing that work and it's just on the client clock, so they're happy because they're paying the rate that they wanted to pay and they're getting the work that they want to get done, and I'm happy because the more work they want me to do, it's completely okay, because the team gets paid more. Let me tell this dude, let's do it then. I'm hesitant right now because I'm just trying to think, like, I feel like the team would be a little bit pissed off with me because it's like such a low profit margin client. I mean, at the end of the day, it is my call, but like, I want to respect my team and, consider what they would think as well, obviously. All right, let's do it. I just justified it in my head. Pretty sure we can do this pretty simply. The content doesn't look too crazy, so I think we're gonna do it, guys. Before, with their rate that they were suggesting, would have been a $2,000 a month client. Now with the rate that I negotiated, let's see, $2,600 client, around $3,000, I guess you could say. I negotiated that additional $1,000 a month, pretty much. If I didn't negotiate that, I would have had no profit margin. But now with that additional $1,000 a month, I have like $1,000 a month in profit. Here's a beautiful thing, guys, that I love about this business model. A lot of people, they want to rent houses, they want to get into house flipping or real estate, blah blah blah. They're like, oh my gosh, my house cash flows $500 a month. I cash flow $200 a month. I'm building equity though, blah, blah, blah. That stuff is great. However, what's even crazier is when I think of like, you can almost, okay, this sounds weird. I don't know how I can explain this without coming off as just like, just weird, man. But if you want, you could almost think of your clients as a house, right? It's like, all right, I get a client, now I'm profiting $1,500 a month, $1,000 a month. In like a house, you can argue doesn't really need too much maintenance. In my opinion, though, the way that I have my team set up, the clients don't need too much maintenance. I just was like talking to one of my friends who was trying to get to real estate, and I was telling him like, dude, why are you wasting time with real estate? Because it's not like he has a lot of money to invest into real estate. So I told him like, dude, instead, like, just do the same thing that I'm doing, man. Let's get clients, bro. Like, I'll teach you everything, man. I mean, this is my best friend, so I was like, I'll teach you everything for free. I'll show you like absolutely everything, and then we can get this money together. And I tried telling them like, off of one client, I can profit $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, depending on like the scope of the work and everything. And like with the house, like what house is gonna profit you $2,000, $3,000 a month, dude, or even $1,000 a month? Like finding a house that cash flows that much is so difficult. Yet I'm able to close clients and get on meetings with clients with this potential profit range almost every other day and multiple times a week. So that's kind of one way I like to think of it. All right, anyways, let me start my day for real, dude. So every morning I try to read like sounds so corny, but it's like almost like a daily affirmations thing. You could think of it as daily affirmations. I just like to think of it as reminders. So there's so many things that go on in our days and go on in our minds that, at least for me personally, that having a set of reminders that I read myself just helps me focus a bit more on what I'm working on. So I just have a few things that are bullet pointed. I have 9 things that are bullet pointed out. Just kind of read myself that if I'm ever feeling like I'm losing focus or I'm just not being very productive. And then right here too, I have this whiteboard that pretty much has all of the goals that for the company for the month. So we have like 5 things that we really want to tackle on. It mainly revolves around getting 2 more team members on the team full time so that we can take on more clients and really expand and start to become more of an actual, I guess, like a team or a firm. Or an agency, if you want to call it that, rather than being like a glorified freelancer, which I am kind of right now. I still have like, I think 6 more sets to do. Not gonna lie, my mind for a second was like, hey, maybe you should take a break. 10 is enough. Why do you have to do more? And in these scenarios, young men, my students, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to your impulses, your weak impulses, or you can tell them it'll just be choppy, it's unnecessary. I mean, what is your sentence? It's a simple sentence, so you just say like, that's what I would write personally. Yesterday, I did a 24-hour fast. Well, it was a liquid fast. I had a 24-hour liquid fast. So I drank water, coffee, and protein shake. Grandma brought prasad over. If you don't know prasad, this is basically like holy food. It's like blessed food, from the temple. How can I say no to grandma? She told me to have a little bit. I was blessed by God. Have a little bit. But other than that, it was pretty good. And you should probably make sure, you talk to a doctor about it. I don't want to be liable or responsible for anything negative that could happen. But in my personal experience, by doing this kind of water fast, First of all, I usually do water fast on the days where I feel like the previous day, maybe I ate a little bit too much and I went a little bit overboard. The boy likes to eat. And I noticed that whenever I do these 24-hour water fasts or liquid fasts, it's almost like a dopamine detox in a way. And some people, they say dopamine detox are not real, they're just placebo. I mean, if it's placebo and the desired outcome is achieved, then does it really matter if it's placebo or not? I don't think so, in my personal opinion. So either way, it helps. Like today, for example, I feel a lot more focused. I feel lighter, I feel energized, and I feel a little bit hungry right now. So I'm gonna go make some eggs.
Good for the plant.
Mm-hmm.
So
the clay helps it stay alive. I just received one of the test assignments from one of the editors that we're training right now, or one of the team members that we're training. While I'm finishing my food, I'm going to be reviewing his test assignment, make sure everything is good, because quality control is very, very important. Quality control is number one. You want to make sure that your team is known for the best quality service and best results. You know, you don't want anyone mediocre on your team. So that's why we have a really stringent hiring process. But yeah, so while I'm finishing up this, I'm going to be watching this video, reviewing their assignment, and hopefully this person does good and I can continue to onboard them to the team and really make them a full-time member. A good chunk of the work that I do is on my phone, but I'm also using my phone to record. So unfortunately, you don't get to see all the stuff that are behind the scenes. For example, me and Arun were just discussing how to handle the test assignment that we just gave this new team member or, you know, candidate to become a team member, and a few other things, you know, like how we're going to be taking care of some of the client work today. Oh my gosh, what is this?
Yo, come check this out first before you start talking.
This is disgusting.
Come check this out.
I'm going to be working on something really, really important, which is I am taking another team member that, you know, is already on the team, and I am training them for hiring and recruiting, because like I said, right now I'm at a stage where I need the best talent possible to join my team, hopefully mesh with the vision that we have. Like, look, just because someone's talented, if they don't align with the vision and the goals that we're trying to accomplish as a team, then it's just not going to work out, man. It's just not going to be fun to work with them. Be very, very picky with who you accept and who you allow in your circle of everyday work. Oh my God, dude, what the heck is going on, man? I have an ant infestation. What the heck? That was crazy unexpected, man. I just had there's a bunch of ants on my desk, man. I'm getting all itchy just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. All I have on my desk is water, so I don't understand. Either way, as I was saying, yeah, man. So, you know, you really want to make sure that your team members are aligned with your vision. Ultimately, that mission is like they have to want to be the absolute best at what we do and how we help our clients. They have to understand that together as a unit, we can provide opportunities to each other and make sure that everyone on the team gets paid a really great salary that, you know, in their home country is a lot of money. It seems very materialistic, you know, just speaking of like the finance and stuff. Obviously, we have other goals. I just don't like talking about it. Like, everyone says they want to do charity projects and stuff like that. Like, obviously, that is like, you know, our main thing that we want to do is, you know, provide for the local communities and the less fortunate communities in the countries and in the areas that our team members are in, as well as myself. I'm getting on a meeting with my team member, and we are going to start training him to recruit talent. So now we have two team members whose responsibilities are to recruit talent. Right now, my goal is to really just create a Google sheet of talent that we can reach out to. That way, when we're ready to expand or we have a client that we really want to take on, however, it requires some more manpower that we don't have, instead of scrambling and hiring people and being desperate, making stupid decisions and you know, working fast because we have that pressure of like, damn, we have to sign on this client fast and get an editor fast for them. Instead of dealing with all that nonsense and all that stress, rather, we'll just have a list that we're like, okay, cool. We've already, you know, put these guys through heavy testing and we know that they're pretty legit based on our test assignments. So let's give them a shot. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So we got some really important things for you to work on. So that team member is also upgrading their internet because we've been having some really inconsistent internet issues, and it's been crazy because where they live, the infrastructure is not great for internet. And it's funny because like right across his street, the infrastructure is good, but they just haven't expanded to his side of that neighborhood. So it's been really difficult. It's been like maybe a whole entire month or maybe even 2 months now. He's been like consistently bothering and bugging the internet service providers to give him that high-speed internet that we need. Finally, during our meeting, you know, while I was talking about the hiring and everything, he got a phone call from the internet service provider saying like, we are on our way to your house to finalize everything and get you all set up. It's super exciting. With this one change in the internet, this team member will be able to be a lot more efficient with their workflow, get a lot more stuff done, have like 3 times the amount of output. Their speeds are like 10xing pretty much, you know? Their speeds were really bad before, so got an update. Was just about to work on some random miscellaneous tasks, and then I got hit up again from someone who's interested in working together. So looks like they could be a good potential client, what budget they have, and make sure that their budget aligns with how much I usually charge people. Oh my gosh, and this person's local. Yo, Arun, someone from just hit me back, dude. When you have the system set up, ladies and gentlemen, you just sit back and you let the messages come to you, because you know one of the team members is doing the outbound. So I just wait for the outbound to turn into inbound, and then I kind of take it from there, you know? So it's a beautiful thing about hiring the right people, training them, making sure they have the SOPs, and making sure that everyone's aligned with the vision. So yeah, that's pretty much update. What are you working on for the rest of the day, Arun?
I have a bunch of videos to work on, actually.
Yep. So Arun is lead project manager right now. Pretty much you can think of him as like the team lead. So he's been working on that stuff while I'm focused on kind of expanding the business, making sure we're hiring the best people that there is. And yeah, and obviously I'm also managing Arun in a way, right? I mean, it's not like you do everything 100%. I'm involved with the strategy and a lot of the communication and problem solving and all this kind of stuff. It's not 100% passive, but the goal is obviously to make this business profitable enough where, you know, I can actually make a good living, reduce the amount of hours that my mom and dad work, as well as my uncle and auntie. You know, after that is to be, you know, passive after that. So it's cash flow first. We want to be very profitable. After that, we want to be passive. So automate a lot of things like we automated. So that way I have time and Arun has time to work on the bigger steps in the business, right? For the rest of the day, I don't know. I think that was pretty much it for this vlog. I can't think of anything else that's going to be fun for the day. I'm looking at my schedule. I have to do a bunch of boring stuff, some client work, catching up with team members, training team members or new team members. And I also have something that's really, really fun that I can work on. Obviously hiring and stuff I have to work on a little bit just because I want to speed that up. So I'm going to do some myself. But yeah, what's really exciting is I'm thinking of doing something big. So in the last video, I said I have like a coaching program that I'm going to be trying out, like the beta version. I'm going to release it. I guess I'll still just keep that in the background. I'm just not going to push it as much right now because I understand, like, first of all, I don't even have a big following, and secondly, it's like I haven't really posted a bunch of my success stories or Stripe screenshots or anything like that. And I haven't really made any tutorial videos yet. So I doubt anyone's going to actually want to sign up for the coaching yet until they can see that I do what I claim. And what I'm thinking of is creating a free group. It would be really awesome to create a free Discord group with the goal of all the members in that Discord group to be able to go from 0 to 5K a month. Because I think that, like, with the strategies that I've kind of developed, it's like, bro, as long as you put in the work, 5K a month is nothing. No disrespect to anyone making less than that. Seriously, everyone has their own satisfaction with income, and I don't mean to talk down on anyone. I know there are people out there who want to make a lot of money, so those are the people I'm talking to when I say this. 5K a month surprisingly is not as much money as you think it is, especially when you have all the systems in place and you have a good team and all that. So I think providing that knowledge for free would be super helpful. I really wish when I was learning how to make money online that I could have that knowledge for free. The only free knowledge you would have back then about how to make money online was to do affiliate marketing or to become a YouTuber. That was it, dude. Or you do surveys and shit for like 5 cents a survey. And you know what the funny thing is too? The affiliate marketing, when people would explain how to do affiliate marketing, you know what they would say? Start a blog or a YouTube channel. So it's either way. Ultimately, a few years ago, the only type of knowledge you could get was like to start a YouTube channel, or you sign up for Ty Lopez's course, which basically tells you nothing. I guess it told people enough to get them started maybe, but just it's not like exact direct knowledge and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking, man. I think it'll be really cool. It'd be cool if I could just hop in there once in a while and almost create like a mini course for free in that Discord group and just like help everyone kind of get to that 5 to 10K mark, or at least the 5K mark. And now I'm not some noble saint, guys. Obviously, you know, one of my biggest goals right now is to retire my parents. And, you know, I need to make money for that. I want to first have that free group so that it's set up so that people can confidently make $5,000 a month using the strategies that I teach, but also they're not super specific strategies where all of a sudden everyone's going to be using the same script, everyone's going to be using the same outreach method, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be like that. You know, I'm going to try and design it in a way where everyone can win together and it's not going to cause any market saturation. Plus, I mean, with the amount of people that watch my videos, how could I possibly saturate a market? It makes no sense. And then once people are making the $5,000 a month, then maybe I can get them to do more of that one-on-one coaching. Maybe I can have my team go into their team and then help them hire talent. Maybe I can help them make their processes more efficient, help them make better offers. I don't know, something like that. But I'm really hoping that I can make this free group in a way where people aren't like, oh, I don't want to join that group because he's just going to force you to upsell. It's just a funnel. Like, in a way, it is a funnel. I really hope people can understand that the goal of that group is to help all those beginners make their first amount of, like, get comfortable with this business model, understand the business model, and, you know, really start to make a decent income in the beginning. And then after that, they can choose whether they want to work with me or not. Okay. I hope that's not too scummy or sleazy or anything like that. I hope it's not sleazy at all.
So I don't know. I really don't like, I don't like bad business practices. I don't like unethical marketing and shit like that, dude. So I'm not a big fan of that. All I want to do is help other people. And in return, I want to make sure that I can retire my mom and dad. So yeah, that's something that I want to work on. That's really interesting. Although I don't know if I'm going to work on that today because I need to prioritize the agency's growth. This has been the beginning of my day. It's only 11:30. I have the whole entire day left and I'm pretty much done with everything. Honestly, the only things that I'm working on now is for further expansion. But if like we're considering maintenance, like everything's maintained already. It's already 11:30, not even noon yet. So yeah, that's why I really love this business model, guys. It's not easy, but it is simple. And when you have the accountability and the support and you take it seriously, like this business model can genuinely change your life, man. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you have a great day.